Welcome to the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field here in Vancouver. It is my great honor as the center leader for Master Sha Tao Center here in Vancouver to welcome you to the field that is created with many, many, many Tao calligraphies. These calligraphies are very special. They're very sacred. When Master Sha writes the calligraphies, he reaches up to heaven, beyond heaven to the source, to the Tao. And in that moment of connection, as he starts to write the calligraphy, the source transmits onto the paper, onto the brush, onto the ink, onto the paper, a source field with source frequency and vibration. That frequency and vibration is the frequency and vibration of creation, because the source is the ultimate creator. The source is the creator of everyone and everything. It carries this field from the source, carries the purest, most positive messages. And as you'll hear in a minute, messages are what drive our life. They determine, information determines what we experience in our lives. This is quantum science, quantum physics. They talk about information. Everyone and everything carries a message. So the message determines, messages that we're carrying determine, do we have great health, great relationships, abundance in our work, in our creativity, in our financials, or are we struggling? Are we struggling with our financials? Are we struggling with our creativity? You know, you hear about people who are where they have a phase where they can't write or they can't paint, they can't create. They're blocked somehow. That's a message. That message carries a message that says blocked for whatever, writing, painting, maybe athletes who go through what they call a slump. So the messages that we're receiving affect us. If you're receiving messages of fear, worry, anger, frustration, anxiety, depression, they're going to affect you. They're going to affect how you respond to the world, because those messages are coming in, and they're coming in to our heart. Information, messages come in and they're received by our heart. How open the heart is determines how much of the message we receive. So if you are receiving positive messages, negative messages, that's coming into your heart. The heart is the heart houses the mind and the soul. So the heart sends the message to the brain and says, okay, action, put this message, actualize this, manifest this message. And so the brain does that, the mind does that. It sends a message to the energy. Whatever needs to be manifested, it sends the message and says, adjust the energy. If it's a physical issue, adjust the liver, the heart, the spleen, the lungs, the kidneys. If it's for your finances, you know, your lower abdomen is the center for finances. If it's relationships, your first chakra is the main space responsible for our relationships. So the energy in those places, the frequency, the vibration in those places will adjust to the message that the mind has just received from the heart. And then the energy sends a message that helps to manifest it at the physical level. So if it's a heart condition, there'll be issues with the heart. If it's a relationship issues, it'll manifest. It'll manifest in what in Tao science they call a disconnection. A disconnection, one partner from the other. A disconnection to the source. A disconnection that then leads to disharmony and disorder. The longer the disconnection, the deeper the disorder, the more chaos then you experience. And it can become very difficult to create harmony in a relationship again. It takes a lot of effort and a lot of work to bring a relationship that's quite challenged, to bring it back into a loving and harmonious relationship. Same thing with finances, right? Let's say you get into debt. It's going to take a lot of effort to get yourself out of debt. It's going to take a lot of time, energy that is going to go into helping to get out of the debt. And then you have to learn how do you then not only not create more debt, but then how do you manifest? How do you manifest wealth, right? So same thing for health. It takes a long time. The doctors will tell you this. It takes a long time. You may have only been recently diagnosed with something, but energetically and even at a cellular level, the cells have already been transforming for a number of years. Like they'll tell you, cancer could have been in your body for 10, 15 years before it manifests, before they can see it with their diagnostic equipment and say to you, you have cancer. But until then, you have discomfort, you have dis-ease, and no one can tell you what's wrong with you, right? So I want to invite everyone, not the center, because I see the center has posted quite a bit. So we'll ask the center's team to hold off a little bit. But let's ask everybody who's joining us to post where you're from and what has brought you here. What brought you here tonight? Do you have an issue that is you're struggling with in your physical health? If you have a health issue, can you tell me how long you've had that health issue? Is it something that you just discovered, or is it something that you've had for 10 years, 15 years? Yeah? And if it's a relationship, you don't have to give me names or anything. Just say, it's a relationship with a family member, it's a relationship with my partner, and how long, roughly how long have you had that issue? If it's finances, give us a little bit of information. I've had issues with finances, I don't get paid enough, or I have a lot of debt, I need a new job. What is the issue? Can you share in the chat, in the live stream chat? So share so that I can help you. So the Tao calligraphy healing field is considered unique to Master Sha. I'm not aware of anybody else who is writing Tao calligraphy that has the, like Master Sha has written. I'm just looking at this wall. So this wall has the water element, it has the metal element, and it has the earth element. And each one of the calligraphies is for a different aspect of the elements. So there's, for example, for the water element, the kidneys, the urinary bladder, whole body bones, and also then the ears, and fear is the emotional imbalance. So, and that's true for the three elements here in front. Behind me is the fire element, and over here on the right side is the wood element. So I'm not aware of anyone else who is able to transmit, but that doesn't mean that there isn't someone. I'm not aware of it. Is able to transmit a source field into the calligraphy. that field is emanating. So when we open the Tao Chang, literally before we come on, I've already asked the Tao calligraphy healing field to activate. So every calligraphy that's here in this room is now radiating, vibrating its field. So specific for instance, I'm looking at next to the wood element, neck, ankle, foot, hands, wrist, elbow, and I can't actually see beyond that. So that calligraphy, for instance, for the wrist, carries the frequency and vibration for the wrist, for a perfectly healthy wrist. The wrist that the Tao would have. So it has that frequency and vibration. When we connect with it, that's what we're going to be experiencing, is that frequency and vibration for that part of the body. So these calligraphies are very unique. Not only are they written in a unique style called Ibiza, but they carry this source field. And it is this source field that really makes the calligraphies so powerful. So let me see. Some people are posting. Jill, here from San Rafael. Yes, near my home. I have Lyme and mold. Let's see. I have Lyme and mold for quite a while. Okay. Anna says health issue is my hot topic recently. Thank you. Okay. So give us a hint. Maybe just one of you can name an element, but give us a hint. Evelyn, how wonderful for you to join us. So let us know what brought you here. Melissa, I have challenges in several areas. Choose one, Melissa. Choose one. What area of your body, what area of your, what relationship, or what financial issue would you like to focus on tonight? So the same thing for Yaz. So please post. Jean says, hi, welcome. No, hello. Hello from Edmonton. My nose would love a healing. My nose would love a healing, yeah. It's been an issue for about 20 years. Dorian says insomnia. Rosemary from the Philippines. So you're here for finances. Okay. Evelyn, skin. Skin is the wood element. Skin is the metal element. Anna says problem with the large intestine, small intestine. Okay. So Dorian says heart. Well, insomnia is usually caused by an imbalance of the fire and water elements. Yeah. Okay, Melissa, digestive system. Mm-hmm. Sandra, welcome, Sandra. So, family history of fatty tissue cysts. Okay. And yes, so you can, we're focusing tonight on either an emotional issue, a relationship issue, or a physical challenge, like liver, heart, spleen, lungs, kidneys, or a condition maybe high blood pressure, like Dorian, he said he's got insomnia. So I invite you to post, share, what is your issue? So many of you I already know, and many of you I know you have Tao hands. So many of you have Tao hands. What I want to talk about tonight is the brand new Tao Hands program. I think many of you have already participated in this new program, but we are holding a training on April 30th. And the new program is very special. So what it does is it's broken into 3 phases. So the first phase is so the brain. So Jill, no, the diseases don't fit into the 5 elements. The 5 elements are a way to classify the physical body, and the brain is part of it's part of the water element, because the kidneys nourish the spinal column, which nourishes the brain. And Catherine, welcome, Catherine. Let us know what brought you here. Okay, so I want to talk about then the this new Tao Hands program. So this wonderful program, I'm sharing it. I'm sharing part 1 today with you, and then I'll share part 2 and 3 next week. If we have time, we'll go into part 2 today, because we're actually going quite fast. So the new program is divided into 3 segments. And the first segment is for people who have a condition and they want to apply Tao Healing Hands to heal themselves. And so that's the first level of teaching, is Tao Hands for self-healing. So we teach you how to invoke the Tao Healing Hands. We teach you what you can offer Tao Hands to yourself for and what you can't. So is everyone, if everyone in the live stream could post Tao Hands, Tao Hands, Tao Hands, if you have it. If you don't have it, don't post anything. But if you have it, can you post Tao Hands, Tao Hands, Tao Hands? I think almost everybody has it. Jill, do you have Tao Hands? Yeah, I think everybody else does. Maybe Rosemarie. Yeah, Rosemarie and Jill, let us know if you have Tao Hands. Yeah, good. Tao Hands, Tao Hands, Tao Hands. I'm signed up for first level, May 29th. Okay, good. Yeah, that's going to take your healing to a different level, Jill. And Rosemarie, let's see, Rosemarie, I think I had the right name, right? Yeah, Rosemarie Pineda. I have Tao Hands already. All right, good. And so Jill's going to get them. So what I want, so the things that I want to share with you, because what's important is anybody who has Tao Hands, you are the best person to talk to other people about receiving Tao Hands. Especially people who have any kind of condition, and you can let them know how you have applied Tao Hands. So I want you to post in the chat. Give me one instance where you have applied Tao Hands for healing and transformation of something that something physical that was happening with you. So for instance, for me, many of you know I have a condition called, I actually don't believe I have this anymore. My issues are different. But I had a condition called Tarlov cysts. It's quite rare. Very few people have it. Like 1 in 3 people has it. Anyways, so few people have it that they don't even do research on it. And I would have this horrendous back pain, right? Every day as I would walk from wherever to the center, I would give myself Tao Hands. I literally would put my hand against my lower back. I'd put my hand and I would be chanting as I was walking, Tao Hands, Tao Hands, Tao Hands, Tao Hands, Tao Hands, Tao Hands, Tao Hands. And the Tao Hands, literally, by the time I got to the center, or I got to wherever I was going, my pain levels would literally get cut in half. So my pain levels started at a 25. That's how intense it was. And then later, they started to slowly go from 25 to about 20. Then it was like 18. And then it sort of hovered at around 15 for a long time, 12 to 15. So in that range, I would be walking, chanting, Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands. And sure enough, the pain would start to dissipate. And I would usually do this twice a day. So share in the chat one instance where you have applied Tao hands for something that you were doing. So years ago, before when it was Divine Healing Hands, I'll tell you what I did. I put something in the oven, and it was 450 degrees. You know, it was like a cast iron skillet. And the timer went off, and I had somebody that was with me. We were both in the kitchen, and I got distracted, and I did something really, really dumb. I took the skillet that was 450 degrees, took it out, put it on the stove, took the glove that I was using, took it off, and then went to pick up the skillet. So as you can imagine, that was quite painful, really, really painful. And you know, my partner at the time said, "I gotta go to the hospital. You gotta go to the hospital. You can't do it." And I was just like, just get me my oils, you know, and because I'm a big proponent of essential oils. And I had Divine Healing Hands. And my hand was running under the cold water as I was chanting Tao hands, Divine Healing 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 Hands. You know what's amazing? I never even got a blister. Not even a tiny blister from that. So, Maureen says she used her Tao hands for Phoebe Cat's right eye, and usually and for her heart for anxiety. So everybody else post, how have you used your Tao hands for self-healing? So Melissa, Yaz, Rosemary, Nuri says, yesterday I awoke with excruciating calf pain of 10. Wow. Involuntarily crying out in pain. Gosh, Nuri. Use my Tao hands, and within 1 minute, the pain was down to a 3. In 4 minutes, the pain was a 1. You know what, Nuri? You need to share that. You know, write that and send it to the don't remember the stories at drsha.com. Because there's lots of people that suffer from that. So let's see. Rosemarie says, I bumped my pinky toe to the leg of my bed. Oh my gosh. Oh no, having done that, I appreciate that. So the pain was excruciating at a 9 out of 10. I did the Tao Healing Hands, and as soon as I was done with the blessing, the pain was totally gone. That's amazing. Because, you know, a lot of times our toes, they break. That's why it's so painful, because it's just very thin bones, they break. So Yaz has been using it for his finances, okay? Melissa, I've used my Tao hands for pain in various areas. And so give us an example of one where the pain has gone down. And Catherine, I give Tao hands daily at night for sleeping and for the knees, and works well most of the time. Good, Catherine. Evelyn says Tao hands for heartburn. Oh, wow. Yeah, you know, Evelyn, give yourself Tao hands. I'm gonna share with you several things that people should do based on what I'm seeing here. So Tao hands for heartburn, pain reduced within minutes. That's great. That's amazing. Is that like a recurring thing for you, Evelyn? Because if it is, yeah. Okay, Sandra, I offer Tao Healing Hands for a number of issues. Just choose one. Just choose one and post. So Jean, yesterday a big muscle over my right scapula started hurting. About a 9 out of a 10. Oh my gosh. I used Tao Hands plus one other modality, and today the pain is now about a 2. Wow. Anna. Also, I cut my finger very badly, and it healed quite quickly. Yeah. So Tao Hands will naturally accelerate the healing very, very fast. You know, my partner, he was like pacing up and down, and he's like, I really think you should go to the hospital. I was like, I'm not going to San Francisco General, you know? It's too crazy there. You know, I'm just chanting. I must have had my hand underneath the water for like 2 hours. Amazing. Okay, let's see. Where did I leave off? Okay, Dorian says, cleared neuropathy in toes. Whoa, that's amazing. I'm going to pass that on to Suzanne. So Melissa, the pain in my abdomen has decreased. Good for you. Wow. Wow, that's been a while in coming. Nuri, thank you, Master Jimena. I did share it on drsha.com yesterday. It was miraculous that the pain went from a 10 down to a 1. Yeah, you know, because sometimes I get cramps because I walk. I may walk and I'm thinking, oh, I feel really good today. Instead of walking for 45 minutes, okay, I'll walk for an hour and a half. Wrong. You know, and then it'll cramp. But, you know, it'll take a day for that cramp to really completely go away. The fact that yours went away so fast, I'm like, wow, that's amazing. That's really amazing. Okay, so many of you are focusing on a specific issue, right? So you're focusing on your calf, your toes, your abdomen, your indigestion. What Master Sha is teaching us now, and actually he's been teaching this for years, because when he introduced his book, The Divine Soul Songs, he introduced the circles. And I want you to take notes, you know, write this down. What all of us need to do is we need to open the chi channel anytime we have an issue. Insomnia, digestive issues, you know, the heartburn. Melissa has issues in her middle jiao, digestive issues. So insomnia, digestive issues. Whenever we have issues in our extremities, also, it's almost everything is related to the chi channel, because the chi channel is connected to every meridian, every organ, every system, every cell, every part of the body. There isn't a part of the body that does not connect directly to the chi channel, either through one of the soul houses or directly to the channel, right? So one of the things that I want you to take away from tonight is what you can do with Tao Hands. So some of these are recurring issues. They're indigestion, insomnia. Those are probably chronic issues. You can give yourself Tao Hands every day. You can give yourself Tao Hands up to 4 times a day. That's amazing. It's very rare that you need 4, but you can give yourself Tao Hands 4 times a day. So you could focus, let's say, on the indigestion, and then give yourself later, because you have to space them about 5 hours apart, give yourself Tao Hands for your chi channel. So many people know that the chi channel is the number 1, the most important healing circle in the body. When the chi channel, which goes through the 7 chakras and then comes down a space called the Wai Jiao in the back, in front of the spinal column, it runs the width of the body and the length of the torso from the cranial cavity down to the base. So when the energy is flowing smoothly through the chi channel, you will feel healthy. So let's do this. So sit or stand Either one, it's up to you. Sit or stand. Feet are shoulder width apart. I just learned this actually, and it made a huge difference for me. So no more than like 6 inches apart. So look down. Make sure your heels are underneath your knees, and they're only about 6 inches apart, and your toes are pointing forward, not sideways, and not pigeon-toed. Okay, not out, straight ahead, about 6 to 8 inches apart, and your knees are directly above the heels. And then you're perfectly balanced on your seat and your feet. So you don't need to lean back into the chair because you're balanced. You're on your sits bones when you do this. So you're only about, hold on. Yep, only about halfway up in the chair. And you can put your hands, one hand in front of the other hand about 6 inches apart, and they can be in front of your lower abdomen. If you are comfortable doing the yin-yang hand position where you squeeze the thumb of your left hand about 85% tight with your right hand and wrap the fingers of the left hand over the knuckles, you can do that and put this in front, but it's hanging. It's not against the body. And this hand position, with the squeezing, is causing the cells. This hand position is, when you're squeezing the thumb, it's causing the cells in the body to vibrate at a higher rate. So we do part of the work through our hand positions, our body power. What are we doing with the body power? We are creating the space in the body. So if you can stand, I invite you to stand. Same position. Feet are only about 6 or 8 inches apart. Soften your knees. You're opening what's called the sanja, the pathway for qi and jing to flow. So squeezing the thumb causes the cells to vibrate more rapidly. When we put this hand position in front of our lower abdomen, we're creating a high density field in front of our lower abdomen. We need power in our first, second, and third soul houses. That power drives the chi through the chi channel, especially the first soul house. So this is body power, tip of the tongue to the roof of your mouth, gently touching the hard palate. This is body power. Mind power, creative visualization. Where you put your mind is where the energy goes. So if you put your mind in your first soul house, you visualize light inside the first soul house. Now your body power is focused on your first soul house. Your mind power focused on the first soul house. Third power, breath. Deep breath in. What are we doing? We're gathering the frequency, the vibration of the source through our breath in all the way down to the first soul house. The first soul house is the generator of life. It is the generator of power. On the soul journey, it is the start of the spiritual journey. When the soul moves from the first soul house, it means that we have already served enough at a high enough level that our soul has begun its ascent up, moving up towards enlightenment, total enlightenment. So body power, mind power, breath power. And now we're going to connect. Connect. Dear my Tao healing hands. And I love you, honor you, and appreciate you. Dear my heavens team. Who's your heavens team? Who are your spirit guides? Connect with them one by one. I'll do the same. Who are your shifus? And then ask your Tao hands, dear my Tao hands, I love you, honor you, and appreciate you. Please give me a blessing for my chi channel. Help me to clear my chi channel, to accelerate, to raise the frequency and the vibration of my chi channel. To help me to heal, and then name your condition. Insomnia, knee pain, heartburn, I think it was Jean who said her nose, 20 years. Nose is the metal element. But if you look at the soul houses, it'll also the 5th, 6th soul house, clearing those will help. Yeah? And then we chant, Tao healing hands, heal and rejuvenate my chi channel, boost my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. You keep chanting. I'm going to talk for a little bit. Why is it important for you to know about the chi channel? Because when people get sick and they have a chronic condition, so sickness lowers the frequency and vibration. The longer you have a condition, the lower your frequency and vibration is. One of the fastest ways to boost your frequency and vibration, to raise your stamina, raise your vitality, raise your immunity, is by boosting the frequency and vibration of your chi channel. Your friends, your loved ones, your family members, your colleagues at work who have health challenges, what did they say to you? Are they tired? Do they have low energy? Are they wanting to do more, but they just don't have the energy? They don't have the what's it called, the drive to do it? Everybody wants to live a vibrant, exciting, powerful, compelling life. Everybody wants to wake up in the morning and go, wow, I'm so happy. I get to do this. But when you don't feel well, it's hard to do that. But if you can change the frequency and vibration of your chi channel, you're affecting every organ, every system, every part of the body, every cell unit, RNA, DNA, every element, every acupuncture point, every meridian connects with the chi channel. Tao healing hands, heal and boost my chi channel, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao hands, 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 Tao hands. Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao, Tao hands, 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 Tao. Tao hands, 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 Tao hands. Tao hands, 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 Tao hands. Tao hands, 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 Tao hands. Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands. Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands. Tao hands, 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 Tao hands. Tao hands, 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 Tao hands. Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands. Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands. Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands. Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands, Tao hands. Tao hands, 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 Tao hands. Tao hands, 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 Tao hands. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, clear my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, please clear my channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Tao healing hands, boost the power of my chi channel. Silently, and see the light. See this crystal, golden, clear, rainbow light, whatever color your chi channel is. Just focus on the movement of that light through your channel. Silently chant. Okay, so I'm going to ask, we're going to start with Monique. She was one of the Tao Hands Practitioners of the Year. So, who else are we going to start with? Monique.
Thank you so much, Imena. I became so warm. Like, wow. Like the Chi channel with Tao Hands, it does work. It increases our power, like a healing power. And I can
So let me
feel.
ask you what I want you to share. Okay.
Okay.
So please share what you saw for people in general. What did you see with the Tao? What did you see in the Chi channel? What did you see in terms of movement? What did you see in terms of light?
Well, that's it with the Tao Hands blessing, the Chi channel. I can see with my third eye, spiritual eye, how the channel receives so much light that it opens and vibrates. And as you mentioned, it vibrates in all parts. My first chakra, the beginning, it vibrates in all the organs, second chakra. And what I saw actually for people with digestive system issue or intestinal, it allows the spaces in the large intestine and small intestine. It allows the tissue to expand because there's tightness and there are it's not smooth in the. And so what the light does with the vibration, with the mantra, and with the transmission of the Tao Hands, it accelerates the vibrations, and the cells are supple, the tissue are supple, there's more space. And in the stomach, for the digestion, what the Tao Hands are so intelligent, the light is so intelligent that the chemicals that are necessary for digestion that are not enough, that are not produced enough for the person with digestive issues, the Tao Hands will balance the chemicals in the body because it's so intelligent that that's what it does inside the body. It rebalances. For someone like Dorian with sleep issues, and you mentioned fire, water element, it rebalances and harmonizes the equilibrium in the body between the heart and kidneys, fire and water. It rebalances, harmonizes. And I can continue because it is exactly what's happening. Tao Hands is brilliant. It knows what to do, how to bring harmony. Thank you.
Thank you, Monique. So what Monique is saying is, and we'll explain it using Tao science, right? So what happens is there is a negative message. And that negative message, it can be here. But then the pathway is blocked. So now the energy is backing up. It's backing up below it. Many times that's what happens with people who have digestive issues is they have a blockage, let's say in the heart chakra, the energy backs up. The Tao Hands, and this is exactly what Monique said. So the Tao Hands is bringing source, pure messages of love and light. So what is it doing? It's clearing this negative message. And when this negative message transforms, exactly what she said, the channel opens. Now the energy starts to flow. Now there is space for the organs in the middle jiao or anywhere, even lower in the body. Now there's the space. They have the space because the congested energy starts moving, creates space around the organs. The messages from the perspective of Tao science, the messages that the source brings is a message of harmony. It's a message of order. There's disorder when you have disconnection. There's disease, there's heartburn, there's all kinds of pain, there's indigestion. Someone mentioned they have issues with elimination. All of that is negative messages, negative information, negative energy, negative matter. The Tao Hands, through the Tao Hands transmission, you bring source frequency and vibration, and suddenly the negative messages are transformed. So let me ask Sarah, who has a very powerful third eye. So what did you see? And can you, if you can, I don't know what you were focused on, but if you are able to focus at the message level, can you tell me what you saw with your third eye?
What I saw was that the message was transformed to light and space in a really extraordinary way. Because I saw, especially as we started to chant more quickly, Tao Hands, Tao Hands, Tao Hands, Tao Hands, Tao Hands, that what this was doing, it was actually widening the chi channel. It was widening the whole central channel to the point where everyone that was participating tonight, that the chi channels all became connected, and they turned into one giant chi channel that was going through the Tao calligraphy field. Like we actually became the chi channel for the Tao calligraphy field. I mean, it was really unbelievable as we were chanting that. So this is what is happening, that the messages become so pure that then once the message is gone, the channel can open up so wide that we actually do go into oneness within the calligraphy field, and we become that channel. It is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Hannah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to use, I'm going to use the calligraphy, the wrist, to explain what you just said. Okay? Because what you just said is so profound, but it may go like this over people's head. But what you just said is extremely profound. But let me see if I can simplify it, make it more tangible, more solid for people. So I can see, because I can see it. I'm looking right at it. This calligraphy for the wrist. So I said what happens is that calligraphy has the frequency and the vibration for the wrist. So it's pure, absolute pure messages. There are no other messages there. There are no negative messages. Just pure messages from the source, which is what happens with Tao Hands. Tao Hands only has pure messages. It has no other messages because it's a source golden light ball for Tao Hands. When you connect with the calligraphy and you trace and you trace and you trace, your wrist can align, can so fully meld at the soul, heart, mind, body level that it becomes a Tao wrist. A wrist that the Tao has. So it only has Tao frequency and vibration. It only has Tao messages. If we all did that, all of our wrists would be Tao wrists. And then we would form a field. All of our wrists would connect with each other's wrists, and we would form one big Tao wrist. And that would be a field for the Tao wrists, right? That's what's happening that's what you just said happened with the chi channels. So the Tao Hands, it's a field. It's a source field. That source field is clearing our negative messages. We put those negative messages, we created those negative messages. No one gave us the negative messages. No one, transmitted negative messages to us. It is our thoughts, words, actions that created those negative messages. But what is extraordinary is that Master Sha, exactly the field that's in the calligraphy, let's say for the wrist, it's a source field, source frequency, source vibration, the purest source messages, you get a Tao Hands source field, a golden light ball into your hand. When you activate your Tao hand, that's exactly what you're bringing into your own body. So anybody, any person, your mother, your father, your grandkids, anyone, when we're not transmitting to kids anymore, but anybody 18 and over, they could receive Tao hands. They would be activating the field as if they were activating one of the calligraphies. By chanting with the Tao hands, the same thing that we just experienced, they would experience. That's extraordinary. That's extraordinary. Yeah? Do you get it? Can everybody share? Can everybody share in the chat? Do you understand what's happened? Yeah? And just put, I got it, Jimena, I got it. I'm not using my Tao hands enough. I have been, what's it called? When you see things as less than, I've been undervaluing my Tao hands. Let's see. I'm just going to take a couple of these off for a minute, and we can post them again, the center ones. Yeah? Just want to create some space here. And I invite everybody to post. What did you get? What did you get right now from what was your experience with Tao hands? And what did you understand from what Monique shared so beautifully about what's happening in the digestive system, what Sarah shared so beautifully? What did you get? I got it. Jean, I got it. Totally awesome. What did you get, Jean? Tell me. Tell me in your own words. What did you get? Because if you can explain this to somebody else, imagine you can change their lives. You know, I explained this to my sister. She went and she thought about it. And then something happened with her husband, and then something happened with her dog. And I said to her, and she's like, I need help, and can you do something? And I said to her, you could do this for yourself if you had Tao hands. And my sister got Tao hands. You know, this recently Master Sha had an advanced Tao hands retreat. My sister surprised me. She applied and received the next level of Tao hands. And she just registered for Open Spiritual Channels. There's a weekend workshop. So, because she has used her Tao hands enough with her mother-in-law, when her mother-in-law was still with us, with her husband, with her neighbors, with the neighbors' kids. Yeah. Okay, so Jean says, I got it. Totally awesome. But what did you get? Explain to me, Jean, what did you understand? Because I want to make sure you walk away from tonight so you can explain it to others. All right, let's see. Evelyn, I should use Tao hands more often now. Evelyn, what did you get? What did you get? Besides using it more often, yes, everybody should use Tao hands every single day. Anna says, I got it. Great to feel the real power of Tao hands. Anna, how are you going to talk about Tao hands? Can you explain it? Catherine says, I always learn more and more. Yep, tell me what you got. Tell me what you learned. This is the real test. This is the real test. So can you put it in the chat? Can everybody post in the chat what you got? What is your understanding of Tao hands? How would you explain it to me? Type it up. Okay, so let's do one more. Because anybody who has any chronic condition, I'm just telling you, insomnia, indigestion, heartburn, these are hard things to cure. You know, and I can tell you, I'm trying some things that I never really thought I would do them. But boy, I'm on it now because I want to have Well, I can't have the health of a 20-year-old, but I'm going to try. All right. So Anna says, I got that when chanting with Tao Hands, energy starts to flow, space is being created, and congested energies start to move. And then people feel better. That's the point. People feel better. And you have the same power that the calligraphies have because it's Tao. All right, so one more. So when people have chronic conditions, like many of you have mentioned that you have, in addition to the clearing the chi channel, you should do that. The other space that you should clear is the Wai Jiao. So the Wai Jiao is the major space. It's the biggest space in the body. This was revealed to Master Sha's teacher, Master Guo, and it runs the length of the torso from the cranial cavity down to the first soul house, and it's the width, and it's in front of the spinal column. Our cells are vibrating, it's accelerating, they're vibrating, radiating, vibrating, radiating. And what happens is when the cells are vibrating too rapidly, the whole organ is vibrating too rapidly, which can sometimes happen with disease. There's too much energy. 85% of sickness is too much energy. So the energy is now congested around the cells inside the organ, and now it's congested around the organ. That excess energy travels back from the organs, around the organs, travels back to the Wai Jiao. The Wai Jiao can get congested. And when that happens, then there's no place for the energy to go. A lot of people with chronic illnesses, their Wai Jiao is chronically congested. Chronically congested. But you have Tao Hands. Okay, Rosemary just posted. Slowly, my chi channel became visible to me. Okay, that's a bonus. That's a bonus. If you can see it, that's a great bonus. Getting clearer and clearer. Then I felt the cool air in my lower dantian. It moved and grew upwards. Oh, that's what you want. That's beautiful. Wonderful for you. Okay, Wai Jiao. You want to experience that kind of clearing in the Wai Jiao. So let's use our Tao Hands. Because if you can clear the Wai Jiao, again, the Wai Jiao, like the Qi channel, connects every organ, system, part of the body, cells, cell units, RNA, DNA, every acupuncture, all the major acupuncture points, every meridian, all the major meridians. So there isn't a part of you that isn't touched by the Wai Jiao. Dear my Tao healing hands, I love you, honor you, deeply appreciate you. And Sarah, is she still with us? Hold on. Let me switch. Okay. When I'm doing the invocation, what do you see? What is happening just with that invocation? Dear my Tao healing hands, I love you, honor you, and appreciate you. What do you see?
I actually see multiple Tao hands lining up, ready to serve, all along the pathway of the Wai Jiao and around all of us. Lots of them, hundreds of them.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. You know why? Because the saints don't have Tao hands. Master Sha has not transmitted. We're lucky. We received Tao hands, but the saints have not received Tao hands. But that's the team. That's the team that comes with Tao hands. That's what you're talking about. So, dear my Tao healing hands, love you, honor you, and appreciate you. Would you please give me a blessing for my Wai Jiao? Help me to clear my Wai Jiao. And go ahead, Sarah. What do you see now?
I see all these little Tao hands. They're fluttering like the wings of butterflies, and they are loosening up. There's a lot collectively for us as a group. There is a lot of stagnation in the Waijiao. Especially coming, I'm seeing that, I don't know who I'm looking at, but one person particularly, there is a lot of stagnation flowing back from their middle jiao that is really stuck in the middle. And so the hands are fluttering like this to loosen it up, to kind of break it all up.
So let me chant. Tao healing hands, heal and purify my Waijiao. Tao healing hands, and you chant with me. Heal and purify my Waijiao. Tao healing hands, 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 heal and purify my white Jiao. Tao healing hands, heal and purify my white Jiao. Tao healing hands, heal and purify my white Jiao. Tao healing hands, heal and purify my white Jiao. Tao healing hands, heal and purify my white Jiao. Tao healing hands, heal and purify my white Jiao. Tao healing hands, heal and purify my white Jiao. How? So let me start with Mark. Mark's here at the center tonight. So Mark, what did you see?
Yeah, thanks for this opportunity. You know, it's just so amazing because I when Sarah first mentioned the Qi channel joining, well, that's what I saw. It was the Y Jiao was like this information that was sitting out into the universe, if you will, and that was the perfect blueprint. And everything else was being drawn to it and being transformed, kind of like they went there and kind of came back. There was a lot of information going back and forth. And for most people, it started to not only crystallize, like the golden light came in and then it changed to white and even into like a clear crystal. But it started to move into different areas of the body because as the Y Jiao was clearing in different layers, I could see streams of that light moving, you know, whatever it was connected to, whether it was a heart organ or whatever organ system part of the body it was moving into to help also to transform quite deep. So it was really, the deeper your heart was connected to this practice was more light was actually surrounding you. So there was different layers I saw through that, but it was really amazing to watch. So thank you so much.
Sarah, do you want to add anything?
Yeah, thank you, Mark, because I was seeing a similar, it's a kind of an idea like that where there was an exchange, and I haven't seen this with Tao Hands, and it's not really something I'm not sure that Master Sha actually has told us about or talked to us about, but I saw that there was an exchange, like the Tao Hands were not only transmitting Tao light, but they were acting almost like a Tao golden light hole. They were extracting and then extending and extracting and extending until everything was cleared. So I'm glad you mentioned that because I wasn't sure I wanted to mention that because I thought, well, that can't be right but that was what I was seeing, that there was this exchange, this dual aspect, this dual purpose of the Tao Hands that, you know, we weren't even aware of what they're doing, but they're so powerful. So thank you.
So what everybody needs to do is you need to learn how to talk to people about Tao Hands, how to talk about that this is a source field. It's a spiritual transmission of a source field. This field has positive information, energy, and matter to transform the negative information, energy, and matter of your liver, heart, spleen, lungs, kidneys. And when it transforms that negative to positive, there is a clearing that occurs. The congestion begins to dissipate. There is space for the organs, space for the cells, and people feel better. It's hard to explain because it's invisible. So people have to experience it. So you can give people an experience of Tao Hands, because look at what you've just gone through. So can people share, what did you experience? What did you feel receiving the blessing for the Y Jiao? Can you put that in the chat, everybody? Can you share? What did you experience? You've had two big blessings, the Qi channel and the Y Jiao, yeah? So Catherine says, I felt a pulling apart in my middle back and started to cough. Wow. I don't normally feel so much. Beautiful. Beautiful. Who else? Everybody share. Everybody, all the 30-some people that are here. Share. Share in the chat what you experienced. So Monique, do you want to share what you saw?
Yes, well, it's very interesting what Sarah said because it felt like a vacuum cleaner. And what I saw also for people is that, the chi channel, the 7 soul houses, and then if it's plugged up in the white jiao, the energy doesn't know how to go. It's too small, it's too thick. And so the image, like the feeling of a vacuum cleaner, sucking the energy, filtering it up, like infinite. Like I like the idea that she saw the hands. For me, they were like very not brushes, but filters, moving the energy in the white jiao, moving. Actually, the back became so warm. It's like activity, and it opened 2 very important points. The entry point at the base of the skull, where the white jar starts, and at the very bottom of the coccyx, these 2 points opened up, and the energy of the chi channel now can really circulate, and the messages of trauma, because lots of people, they have messages of trauma, negative messages of past situation along the vagus nerve, along the back, and that those messages, wow, they were brushed away, cleared away, dissipated, and replaced with this incredible loving, soothing presence. And you talked about the comedy, these beautiful golden light presence of the comedy of Tao Hands, like bringing in beautiful messages of confidence, love, forgiveness, compassion, light, everything. Like, wow, we were showered. It was absolutely, and the way the organs were nourished by this incredible, pure, loving energy. It was absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Jimena.
Thank you, Monique. So let me do a flow for everybody on the significance of self-healing with Tao Healing Hands. And I just saw some people post it. Evelyn said, my body has heated up. Anna said, I felt the energy going through. Beautiful. Dr. Consuelo Raman, my back became very hot. Oh, good. There's cellular vibration increase. I felt tingling along my spinal column. Good. Rosemarie, I felt cool air at my back. I'm wondering why it expanded as if crawling at the right of my back. Soul communication, Rosemarie. Soul communication. Rob, I feel a lot of warmth in my white jiao, now warmth in my kidneys, and feel that my mind has more clarity. Beautiful. So this is why we want to open our spiritual channels, so we can really understand more deeply why. I mean, you can feel it, but we want to understand what really occurred. So let me give you a flow. And I want to say what you're experiencing is enhanced because we're in the Tao calligraphy healing field. So you may have a similar but not exactly the same experience when you do this at home. But this is one of those where you want to receive Tao. You want to receive Tao Hands at home. You should set your alarm. Give yourself Tao Hands once a day, just to give yourself a blessing to clear whatever discomfort you have. I think I shared this story once before. I did this for somebody. For 30 days, this person received a Tao Hands blessing. Her life and her family's life transformed on a level I never would have experienced. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right. So Karen says, thank you. So grateful to be here. I saw the healing hands were allowing the back to receive transformation. I feel so much better. Good. Melissa says she has less nausea. Nuri says, I felt much energy swirling in my first soul house, then much heat in the torso, then heat in both arms. That's a great sign. So that means the cellular vibration in your whole body, now is extending out to your extremities. Yeah. Feel stronger, more clear now. My coughing has stopped. Thank you, Master Shah. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, Master Shah. He's right. Okay, let me do this flow for you. How? So this is from the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field in Vancouver. How? This is the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field in Vancouver. For those of you who have joined this evening, the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field is most grateful. Teams from the field have gone to each of you to support you as you have done the practices to receive Tao healing hands for self-healing is in itself a miracle. For only 2 of the highest level saints carried divine healing hands until this power and authority was released to the one you call Master Shah. In history, there has never been the possibility for a healer to heal themselves. For pain and suffering are often the driver, the cause that will prompt someone to search for deeper meaning in their life, often this leads people to study the spiritual journey. And in this process, they learn the significance of healing others. It is very rare for any teacher to teach self-healing. Your beloved teacher, his compassion and love for humanity has made it possible for you to learn simple techniques, and more importantly, for you to receive the power to heal yourself. To be able to transform the negative information, negative messages, for your health, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. To be able to live a happier and healthier life. Truly honor the gift that has been given by applying its power. Transform your life. Transform your health. Serve humanity with Tao Hands. Help others to experience what is possible with Tao Hands. This is one of the greatest gifts that any human being can receive, is the ability to serve another with the source healing power that is present in Tao Hands. Start by serving yourself, for you must become confident in yourself and confident in Tao Hands. Know that your beloved teacher is giving you the greatest gifts through the different Tao Hands. Treasure what you have received. Honor your teacher by serving yourself and others. You are loved and you are blessed. How? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So let's see, what else have people posted? Jill is like, oh my gosh, exactly. I can't wait until May 29. I want Tao Hands now. Yes. So we've succeeded, making you excited. All right. So let me ask the team if anybody has anything else that they would like to share, either in response to the flow or third eye images. Mark, Monique.
Like the gratitude in my heart, like when you said, Master Shah revealed to the world like this incredible treasure. It is phenomenal, like how much we can transform and empower people to serve and empower people to self-heal. It's beyond anything I could have imagined ever. Like, it's so unbelievable that we are given Tao Hands, and I'm coaching my clients, my family, my family members to receive and to understand. And that's what it did today, Jimena. What the message I got for everyone, it's a deeper understanding of the incredible power of Tao Hands for ourselves, for others, and the gratitude is phenomenal right now, and the deeper understanding. So I cannot thank you enough for taking this evening to again allow us to experience at a deeper level the true meaning and the true profoundness of joining as one in the field, joining as one with Tao. That's what Tao Hands is. We become one with the source as a practitioner of Tao Hands and the person who's receiving. We're giving them an experience of oneness with the most positive field with the most extraordinary healing field. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Monique. So everybody post. What did you get from tonight? Can you share in the chat? What did you get from tonight? What we spent an hour and a half together. What did you get? So I hope that you are feeling, and I want you to post in the chat, I hope that you're feeling as excited as Monique is about Tao Healing Hands. And as as excited as Jill is, she can't wait. She wants her Tao Hands now. And I hope that you understand how much the Source loves us. That, of course, it released Tao Hands, and it's encouraging us. Heal ourselves. Heal our physical, mental, emotional, spiritual body. Talk to others. Let them know about how Tao Hands could assist them, especially if they are struggling with some kind of an ongoing condition. And but the key is to turn them on. So what I would say to you now is get your little cell phone out. Find your timer. And set the timer so that you are receiving Tao Healing Hands every single day. Set the timer. It has been my great honor to be with you, to share with you the power of Tao Hands, and I look forward to serving you, because you can participate in the new program. You can receive all three. You can participate in all three trainings and take your understanding of Tao Hands to a deeper level. Because it's now taught in three parts, we can go deeper in each part, in each one of the three sections. So I hope to see many of you. The first training will be April 30th. It's on a Sunday. And the team, Melissa, if you could post the link, that would be great. It would be our honor to train you, to serve your families with Tao Healing Hands. So let me just check one more time. Sorry, I moved to the Zoom. Okay, so Jean, I think we left off with Jean, right? Thank you. I love these Wednesday sessions. Catherine, I am so grateful for the wisdom and sharing. Rob, more clarity. Jean, motivated. Dorian, wonderful new ways to use Tao Hands. Anna, I get the clarity how to heal my digestive issues. I'd like to combine it with the Tao. Exactly. Do that, Anna. Do that. Nori, in today's session, I felt loving and connected. My Waijiao feels much better. I coughed the first 15 minutes of the evening session. No more coughing after we did the Tao Hands for the Qi channel and Waijiao. Exactly. And May says, sorry, just got in, but heard all about everyone's experience. I will serve more with Tao Hands. Rosemary, thank you. Thank you all. It's been our honor to be with you. Love you, love you, love you. And we will see you Saturday for Tao Light Massage at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Tomorrow night, if you haven't joined us yet, tomorrow night is the second part of the Art of Sound Healing with Cher. Oh my goodness, what an amazing workshop. Oh, I've listened to half of it again, because here's something that I think everybody should know. Everyone should get a recorded Tao song blessing from Cher. I don't know, it just takes you, it literally transports you into a Tao field. It is that powerful. Her Tao song is so amazing. I cannot even imagine what happens when you receive this and you play it every single day. So you can still register for it and join us. The link is in the information tab. You go to the little I up in the upper right hand corner, and You can still register for the workshop. The videos will be available for 2 weeks from tomorrow. All right? Love you all. Talk to everybody about Tao Hands. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you.